Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's continue our complete beginner's guide to FTL in Sector 3 with the Kestrel, and we're chilling in the Zoltan homeworlds, hoping to move quickly, escape that rebel fleet, and upgrade our situation. So, I will go into this nebula. And let's look at the exit. Always looking at the exit. We can get there from here or here. This one's kind of strange to get to because you can only really get there from here to here to here to here. This is just out in the middle of nowhere. So we're going to stay in this lower middle quadrant. We could go like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or do something different. But let's get into the middle and see if there's anything of interest. And there's nothing here. It happens. So I'm going to jump into this really central beacon. Whoa. A Zoltan Academy sits docked just outside the beacon perimeter. They're happy to show you the fruits of their labor and offer something to take home with you. So they just gave us 21 scrap and a battery charger. Alright, so just go to your ship, push U or click the ship, go to the third tab, and the battery charger helps your backup battery, which we don't have. So, this would be nice if we had a backup battery, but we don't, so it's just something to sell. But we got ourselves to 97 scrap, which is great, and I'm still kind of really just, I'm looking for a store. Alright, ooh, we got into a terrible situation. Okay, there are a few more zealous in their customs checks than the Zoltan, so they board us, and they're upset, and then now we're in a fight. So we have intruders on board and we're fighting. So when I mentioned this before about the Zoltan, one of the things that makes them hard are their ships have what are called super shields. So you'll see that they have a green shield, which is the super shield. They have a regular shield underneath that. The super shield is diabolical because it blocks lots of things. Missiles, you can't teleport through it to board their ship. You can't send a boarding drone. You can't I don't believe you can even hack through it. You can't mind control through it, that's for sure. Yeah, you definitely can't get the hacking drone through it. So you have to penetrate this before you can get missiles and damage and things through. So let's just unpause it and see. Now, the only thing is they sent 4 Zoltan to us, okay, which is actually just a ridiculous amount. But Zoltan aren't super strong. And we have our Mantis that we just got. So let's do this. I'm going to send the Mantis over here to help out. And alright, well, we're going to do our very best to take out their shields. Okay, oh, they're putting all 3 in there. Alright. I can put another one in here too then. Okay, and after we take some damage, I'm going to just go ahead and bail. Now, one thing that you want to do in this game is make sure you run before your health gets too low, because it takes people time to actually move, and they can get shot like as they're walking out the door. So give yourself enough of a buffer. You see how many blasts I took just leaving? Give yourself enough of a buffer, but look how much damage we did. We actually kind of wrecked them. So they might do some damage to us, for a moment. But I'm going to go ahead and turn off the O2 and turn on my medbay. You can get away with turning off the O2 for quite a while before you have to concern yourself with it. So it's a nice free opportunity to get some power. Now, I could try to vent them, but it just doesn't seem very realistic. Them being in our weapons is very annoying, though. Okay, so they've launched their own weapon at us. They missed, mercifully. And they've taken out our weapons enough so that we don't have our burst laser, so we didn't even get a shot off, which is frustrating, but the thing is, they don't get to heal. So they're doing damage, and I'm going to send my people over now. I'm going to try to stop them before they blow up our system. We'll take hull damage if they actually do blow up our system, so that's why I'm trying to really avoid that, okay? But they can't actually hurt us with their weapons, so once we get through the boarding party, we should be good to go. Okay, and just look at their health. It's terrible. Alright, we killed... Oh, that's right, run. I forgot, they explode. So they do a little bit of explosion damage, so we gotta heal up. They are gonna break our system, and, you know, there's just not much we can do. Now they're gonna come in here and fight, which is actually pretty scary. Thomas, you have to leave. Okay. And explosion. There we go. Got it. Okay. Let's heal up. We need to turn our O2 back on. Okay. Now, normally I'd be like, let's go do the weapons and take them down. But to be honest, as you can see, they can't get through 2 shields. Again, this is why 2 shields is just so beautiful. They are firing an ion weapon at us, which is stunning our shield temporarily, but it's not synced up well enough with their laser. So anyway, I'm going to return everybody back. This is enough health for now. And they missed. And here we go. So it will take me a moment. Now, I could send my Mantis over, but he's terrible at repairing. And we'll get there soon enough. It's nice to have the extra dodge. Now, while we're just sitting here chilling, you'll see over on the left panel of the UI where the crew's names are. Every once in a while, you'll see a symbol for a system with an up arrow. That means they're gaining experience. So you can kind of see like, oh, he just got repair experience and the weapons are back online. So we're going to go ahead and just, you know, fire that right there. And you just cycle through. You see that we have some people who have already almost completed a full bar of stats. Once you train up and get the green bar full, you'll get a bonus to that, manning that system if there is one to get. Okay, so their shield is down. And I'm actually going to go ahead and... Oh, I was going to fire a missile, but I didn't charge it up. I forgot that it went offline, so that's kind of... yeah. We'll wait. Oh, our shields. We're only at 1 bubble of shield. That's not ideal. Alright, get the shields back. Turn off that med bay. Here we go. It's a long fight. Annoying, but to be honest, no problem because... there we go. Now we took down their shield. I'm actually going to try to not use any weapons if I can. Or missiles, rather. We do just get experience, just chilling here. Oh, actually, our pilot leveled up. So, you'll notice that our evasion has gone up to 24% because, oh, that's down. Let's go ahead and fire this. Hit their weapons. They can't dodge. They're dead. So I'll explain this after they're gone. Alright, so if we... ooh, 32 scrap is so much. That's great. 2 missiles and a drone part. Alright. So let's go ahead get Thomas healed up. Whenever you have somebody hurt, Make sure you top everybody off. And now everybody's topped off. I'll turn that on. And if I mouse over my piloting, okay, you can see that it says manned evasion +7. So we're getting 7 evasion from this. Our engine is giving us +7 evasion, okay, because it's manned, and then the engine itself gives us 10. So 7 + 7 + 10 is 24%. Now, we do have a lot of scrap, and we could upgrade something. One thing that would be great is to start upgrading our engines. Getting an extra 5% dodge every time you level up is beautiful, and it doesn't cost that much. I can actually just do this and get a power bar and still have 89, and then we just put that in there, and now you see we go up to 29% evasion, which is beautiful, and we still have a lot of scrap. And here's a distress, so let's go. You find the source of the distress call, a small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. Okay. So these are tough. I don't like any of these options too much. I'm not going to send in my crew because maybe if I had a rock or something, but I don't want to lose a crew member. If I dock, I'll probably take damage, but I'm going to try anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we rolled really well. We got the favorable outcome. We ended up getting a crew member and 22 scrap. So it says you pull up alongside the station and you cut through their hull. You're able to rescue a few survivors, but many more are lost. One of them offers to join your crew, and you offload the rest on a nearby station. So beautiful. That outcome is tremendous. All right, so we just got an NG. Okay, so we talked about NG, and if we go into our ship and we go into our crew, Dr. Jones, Dr. Indiana Jones is an NG, doubles repair speed, and combat damage inflicted is halved. However, he has a full bar of experience in combat, so he gets 10% damage to crew, which is funny. Now, what are we going to do with Jones? Okay. We're going to go ahead and this is fine. Jones is going to man the doors. All right, so this is the next system that we want manned, because whenever you man the doors, as we talked about, it acts as if you basically have leveled up doors one time. So now we have better doors. So now we have 5 crew members. I'm going to go ahead and save this crew position, and we're doing very well. We'll jump. Is there a store around here? There's not. So look how far back this is. So 1, 2, no, not that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now we can't go up because there's no way down unless we go this way. So we go 1. We go 1. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is as good as we're going to get. Yeah. It's a weird situation. They jumped away. Okay. So you could see how far away. I mean, I could go here, but then I'm here, and then it just looks a little too dodgy. Oh, you know what I could do is go here, here. Yeah, let's just add this extra one in here. I just wanted like one more jump. Here we go. You stumble upon some Zoltan military vessels engaging in combat. Their energy shields are impressive, but you note how quickly beam and ion weaponry take them down. Interesting. We got a tip about how to fight them, but nothing else. Oh. We got a Pulsar and a rebel ship. Okay. So the Pulsar... Okay, it says periodic waves of electromagnetic energy will disrupt your systems. So there's nothing we can do about it. It just happens every once in a while. Now let's look at their ship. They have missiles and they have a laser. So That's not my favorite. They also have these two people next to each other icon. This is a cloning bay. So instead of a med bay, they have a cloning bay. You can't have both. You can have one or the other. And this means if a crew member gets killed, it'll get cloned. And, you know, that's annoying in certain situations. But for us, we just blow up their ship and we're okay. They don't have a boarding thing. They do have an attack drone here. You know, but I think we're going to go ahead and just take our burst laser. They only have one shield bubble. And let's just fire at their shields. And I am going to fire my missiles at their missile to try to take down their weapons. Because I don't want to get hit by a missile if I can avoid it. They missed with their missile. Great. Okay, so we had the perfect outcome there. The ion pulse is coming, which stinks, but we took down their shields and their missiles, and they missed with their missiles that they got off. So that is just great. I'm going to fire at their piloting. Okay, so what happened? The ion pulse took down our shields and our doors. And that's actually kind of frustrating. So we're going to take some damage here from their drone. Oh no, it took down their drone. So you can see on their ship what got disrupted. And to be honest, because that happened, I'm going to change what I'm going to do with my burst laser. So their piloting is stunned and their drones are stunned. So instead... let's take out... if we take out their drone system, then they just will have no real ability to hit us. Okay, so they're trying to leave. Alright, I was going to say take out their engines, but this is fine. So they're trying to go, but it's going to take them a second. And we're just going to go ahead and do our best to hit them. They're getting their shields back. Alright, their weapons and their shield... Oh, their shields got... Okay. They're gone. Alright, so they say, we request our lives. And unfortunately, their offer isn't good enough. So we will not accept their surrender, and they die. And instead, look what we got. We got the same amount of fuel, one more missile, and more scrap. So, how about that? Okay. So, we want to get off the system. Ooh, there's that store. Yep, we're going to hit the store with 140 scrap. Alright, let's see what they've got. Okay. So, I was really hoping to find a weapon, but they don't have it. And that's okay. So, they have some systems that we can buy. Let's talk about this. We could buy a drone control system, which would give you a free combat drone Mark 1. And these are okay, but I usually don't like to buy drones. If you get it, or you start with it, okay, but I'm not huge on it enough that I want to invest this much money and scrap into upgrading it. The clone bay, like I was describing, you can have one or the other. You can have a clone bay, okay, or you can have a med bay. I personally prefer the med bay, but the clone bay is cool. It gives you some fun blue options, and you know how I always hate to take any kind of event where they want you to send a crew member. I hate to do it because I don't want to lose a crew member, but in those cases, even in events, if your crew member would die, like on the space station or something with the fire, the clone bay would actually bring them back to life, which is great. Now, when they do come back to life, they take a hit to their skills, so they lose some of their experience and their skills, but it's still really nice. It's better than them dying. I don't prefer it, though, to the med bay. I like the healing of the med bay. The thing about the clone bay that you need to know, it's not as important for their ship as it is for yours and your play, but it doesn't provide any active healing like the med bay does, where it's like you could turn on the med bay, you go to the med bay room, and you're like actively charging, so you can fight in there and basically win boarding encounters by getting healed in your med bay. But the clone bay does not heal you that way. It heals you a passive amount each jump, and it can take a long time to fill up your health, so you can get boarded and get wrecked. True, you come back to life, but it's just not. It's personal preference, and I like how the medbay works better than this. You also have to have this powered for it to work to save your people's lives. But hacking, on the other hand, is insane. Hacking is so good. It does take, every time you hack, it takes a drone part, okay? So just be aware of that. We're going to be more mindful of these. But you don't need to do it every fight, but it's just like you do this immediately. It doesn't even charge up. It's ready to go right away, and you can just shoot this over and disable one of their systems temporarily, and it can provide such a big advantage. So I think we will buy hacking. We could buy another crew member, but honestly, I don't feel like we need it. I am going to sell the battery charger. We sell it for 20 scrap because we don't have the backup battery, so meh. And now we have 80 scrap to mess with. What do I want? I actually need fuel. You'll notice I got down to 6, so I'm going to buy all their fuel. I could repair just a bit, but that's fine. Now I have 67 scrap left over. I mean, hacking stun is funny, but never buy this. It's just not, it doesn't do enough. Like stunning their crew when you've hacked the system is not that great. When you hack the room, the door's locked, the crew can't get out anyway, and the crew can't really do anything because you can't, like, take off the hacking drone or do anything about hacking. You just have to stand there because it's been stunned. So you just don't really need this. But instead, I'm going to say close, and we can actually just upgrade our ship. Let's go ahead and buy another power bar so that we can have our shields all the way up and our hacking done. And that looks good to me. I'm going to jump. I'm going to go here. I'm not spending all my scrap because I still want to try to get a better weapon somewhere. And the Zoltan Research Facility has a study they want us to participate in, and I will do this. And they just pay you for doing it. They gave us 18 scrap. Great. And now we can jump down here to the next system. And there's really nothing we can do. We can't, like... We could jump and then jump back, but we're already kind of, like, iffy on fuel. So I'm actually going to just jump down here and warm up the system. Now, this is a cool event where they will repair you. And they're going to repair 5 damage for 10 scrap. And it's actually pretty good. It's actually it's kind of the normal repair rate, but you have 30 hull. Each one of these little larger bars, these nested bars, like this is 10 health, this is 10 health. So we are down 7 health. So I'm actually going to repair 5. That's fine. And continue. And jump. And we'll go to the next sector. And we can go to rock controlled, or we can go to NG controlled. Now, I was going to go here, but we need to fight most likely a hostile sector anyway. And I want to go to the NG control because we have an NG on board. And so this could mean that if we get an event that's involving an NG, that requires an NG, we can get a blue option and get a more favorable outcome. And I kind of like that idea. Also, it's not that I'm wary of hostile sectors. I want to go there, but I'd love to get one more weapon happening first. So we'll jump to the NG controlled sector. And you can take a look at the map, and right away there's a distress. Here's the exit over here. No nebulas, but it looks great. And we will get into doing Sector 4 in the next episode. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're still finding this series to be helpful and you're learning a lot about the game. What do we need right now? We need more fuel, we need a better weapon, and we could even start chipping away at that 3rd shield bubble if we wanted. Honestly, we have 5 crew manning all the systems that we need to have manned, so it feels good. The run is kind of working out so far. The hull is decent. We have some scrap here. But we don't have any augments to write home about, and our weapons are going to start tailing off, so we need to scale up. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. Take care.